he's going. I'm give you a bit of an update on. Man, we've done a heap since I did the last video, but I've sort of been that busy I haven't been able to video, but just been using the tractor a lot, and we ended up putting our calves through the yards and putting the NLIS tags in, and we had to ban one little bull calf, so he'll be a steer soon. And yeah, just been pushing up some regrowth with the tractor, and I'll show you how those patches are going that I put on those tyres too. But, this was all regrowth. We've actually got permission to knock all this regrowth back out. It's old scrub country, so it just keeps on popping up. But once I get on top of it, I'll slash it hopefully periodically and stay on top of it. But where I'm standing right now was covered in regrowth, and I've got all piles of it around me. I'll give you a pan around and we'll have a look. I've still got a bit more to go over there, but the stuff right up in the steep country I'm not worried about. The birds can have that. But I'll show you what I've done. All this here was all regrowth. You'll see the piles that I've piled up. There's a pile down there, there's a pile there, there's a pile there, there's a pile there, another pile there, there's a pile there. That pile, they're all, the tractor's actually sitting behind that pile. That's how big it is, but they're massive. I'll have to get the fireys out here when I burn them. I'll leave it until we get some heavy dews or whatever, and I'll slash all this over. And but yeah, but you can still see where it was all. I poisoned a lot of that stuff, but yeah. And then I'll probably put some grass seed down here. I've got to clean it up a bit more yet. It's all loose, which is good. But yeah, pretty full on. Had to scrape it pretty hard in places to get it all out. Another big piece there. I have to bring the bucket over. But yeah, this was all regrowth. I don't mind if it's sparse like that, but it does seem to thicken up fairly quick. And slash all this, that'll knock most of that out. Yeah. So just busy. Most afternoons I've been over here doing this. We had a cow escape when we were putting them through the yards, jump over the fence, and yeah, we had a cow escape. She spent the night out on the road, on our dirt road, and she's always been a bit silly. We let her out of the yards and she jumped clean over the top wire on the, she actually busted the top wire on the fence, but yeah, cleared the rest of them and took off down the road. So Jody ended up getting her in the morning, which was awesome when I was at work, so I still have to go to work. I was just going to try and get her in when I got home. I knew she wouldn't go down on the main road. But yeah, look at the size of that pile. I'll scrape that up a bit more. I'll leave all these real big trees. There's heaps of them. Heaps. No shortage of trees. Here's those patches that we put on. That's the big one that we put on the big split. And I've actually pumped this up to 20 PSI. I might even go to 25 PSI yet, because it is very heavy in the front with the front end loader on it. And I did put 2 more. And that's done pretty much all that with that patch on there. I did put 2 more. I actually staked this tyre here. Actually, that grass going through there. No, it's just around the edge. So yeah, they work well. There's another one here somewhere there, look at that. On the tread. That one. I'm stoked. There's a split right there. Same as this one here, there was a split going right there. It actually staked it. I had to take this off, and it's got a tube in it, so I had to take it to the tyre place and get a new tube put in it. $150 fair income for a tube. And anyway, they I patched the holes myself, and yeah, with my little kit. So everything's good. So yeah, there's an update on that. Everything else seems pretty good on it so far. We've got a new PDO shaft for the slasher. That's what I mean, heaps has been happening. And yeah, shop around if you ever need one of those. I went to 2 different places in town. One of them quoted me 300 and I think it was about 370 bucks. And I went round the corner to another place and I paid 275 for the exact same shaft made by the same mob with the same part number, everything. So shop around when you need something like that. But no, look, Slasher's going good, so for an old jugger. All right, we'll keep going. I hope he's not going to attack me. I'm up here pushing some timber, and the old Kookaburra, he comes in and grabs the grubs and the worms and stuff at him, and I dig up the earth a little bit, and he's riding around on the roof of the tractor. Unreal. Wow. We're in the middle of nowhere. He's letting me this close. Crazy. Time to move the stairs. You reckon they know? Couple of roos here. Wallabies. Don't even have to call them. Kookaburra's up on the side of the hill there. Hang on, I've got to turn it off. Off. Man, they make some funny sounds, I tell you. I'll come back and get that. Hungry? Go near that. That's it. I'll get all this pulled up and they're good to go. Fence is all packed up. Take it all back up. Throw it in the shed for another week. We'll do it all again. So we're going to do corned beef in the camp oven. And I don't like corned beef normally. But this way, I saw another video on it and it looked all right. Didn't it? Did it look good? So we'll give it a whirl. So that's brown sugar on the top. We put that on there a few hours ago and stuck it back in the fridge, which is, apparently that's what you're supposed to do. We've got some brown vinegar. We're going to do equal parts water and brown vinegar. Put on a trivet up because it has to basically have a roll and boil underneath this thing. So we've got a fire going down there. We'll get all this together and see how it goes. Camp oven's on. Get a bit more wood going. We'll come back down and we'll check it in an hour and see if we've got to add a bit more liquid to the bottom. We had to put a trivet with some egg rings under it to get it up a little bit higher so we get enough liquid under it, because we're basically trying to steam that piece of meat. So we'll see how it works out anyway. So we're an hour into this cook and we've just come down to check it, and yeah, there's still plenty of liquid in the bottom, which is the main thing. And yeah, we'll give it another hour and that'll be hopefully just a 2-hour cook for this one. I reckon it will be. Yeah. It'll be fine. We'll bring a skewer down with us and make sure it's all good with the girls. They've got coats on already. Plenty of hot coals there. Awesome. So there's our piece of corned beef. We didn't have to put any more moisture in the bottom. We stuck some egg rings underneath our roasted trivet to get it up a little bit so we could put a bit more moisture in there, but that blackness on the top is just the brown sugar, and apparently that adds flavour. So we pinched this recipe from someone else and he's out there and does a good job. So yeah, we'll slice this up and see how it turns out. Hopefully this has turned out. Oh wow. What do you think? Look at the moisture.
Yeah, it's moist.
Wow.
It smells really good.
Oh my God. I don't even like corned beef. This would be the first time I'll have eaten corned beef in, goodness me, a long time. Since I was a kid, and I'm 50. I'm old.
And apparently that black stuff is the best tasting stuff out there because it's just caramelized sugar. So
It looks like that was 2 hours, wasn't it?
yeah.
But there was only a small piece. It was 1 kilo, this piece of meat. So just for reference. But I don't know, man. I don't sort of go too much on weights and things like that for cooking in the camp oven. I think that you sort of go by feel a little bit, you know. Crystallized. Slicing through the meat. That'll do. I've got a few videos in the bank and I'm not even real sure where I'm at with them. But when I was in town, when I finished work this afternoon, I went past the produce, picked up a lick block, a big one. I've got another one on the back of the ute because the feed here is getting like it's sort of harder sort of stuff. It's a bit sort of more, it's not real that good to be honest with you, but they seem to be munching through it all right, and the lick block will just help them with it, and they seem a bit happier eating, I call it harder feed, than the real soft stuff, which is the stuff that's lower down. There's still plenty of that here too though, but I can see that they've already, with the other lip block, that I had a smaller one in here that they went through, and when they're on that, and they'll seem to eat the harder feed down, where without the lick block they're not interested in it at all for some reason. I don't know, there's probably people on here that know all about that stuff, but I don't. But yeah, well, I put it down and they basically mobbed me to get to it and get into it. They're all there. They all look good. And that's probably going to do this one. I'll hopefully get it together. I've been slack with them, but yeah, I'll put this video together and we'll get it posted up as quick as I can. Thanks heaps for watching. See yous.